So I am back with another Basketball Wives Season 8 review. This is for episode 8. If you did not watch my reviews for episodes 1 through 7, please go check those out. So this episode starts with Shawnee, and she's inside of one of the homes that she's investing in because she's trying to dabble in real estate. And she's investing in her hometown of Inglewood, which I think is great. I think that when you earn a certain amount of income, I do think that it is a good idea to give back. And I absolutely think that the best place to start is in your own hometown, give back to where you came from. So she was saying that she wants to build an empire for herself because Shaq already has one and she wants to build one on her own. And she wants something to leave behind for her children so that they can take over these businesses that she's starting. And so she's basically trying to create generational wealth, which I think should be the goal for everybody, to want generational wealth. So I think that what Shawnee is doing is great. Now, Tammy says that she's happy that she missed the San Diego trip because she knew it was full of drama. She's heard that a lot of drama happened, but she doesn't know exactly what went down. She was at some type of dance studio with her daughter Jazz, who raps, which I think is great because she's supporting both her daughters' dreams. One of her daughters wants to be a model and the other one wants to rap. And I think it's great that Tammy supports her children's dreams because a lot of the times parents kind of don't think your dreams are realistic and so they won't really support them. So I can give her props for that. She said that she wants to start rapping herself. And check that off of her bucket list because most people don't know Tammy was a part of a singing group back in the 90s. The group ended up breaking up very early on, but Tammy does have a pretty good voice, but she's not a rapper. And she said that her rap alter ego is Tatiana Trill, and I was laughing because I think that's like a funny, cute little alter ego. She's just having fun with it. I don't think she's serious about it. I think it's just something fun. She's trying to enjoy her life now. She's happy. She was twerking. She was dancing, she was rapping, and her rhymes weren't bad. Her rhymes were not bad, but she gave me a lot of 90s vibes, which I absolutely love 90s music. But in today's time, I don't think that that will work because music is definitely a lot different now. Now, this is the scene that annoyed me in this episode. Okay, so Kristen meets up with Evelyn and Jennifer, okay? And Kristen says that OG is being manipulated by Cece because Cece's not really OG's friend, that Cece has talked crap about OG behind her back, and that Cece is using OG to do her dirty work, basically so that Cece can wipe her hands of everything and all the blame goes on to OG. So then Evelyn goes out of her mouth and says that she doesn't know why OG is so invested in Kristen and Cece and Malaysia's family issues. And I was just like, okay, Evelyn, you need to stop talking about this because Evelyn got involved in Jackie's business. And I know I said this in my last review for the last episode, but it's because Evelyn keeps saying that OG needs to stay out of family business, but Evelyn didn't do that when it came to Jackie's family business. She was all up in Jackie's family business, reading her daughter, who she doesn't speak to's book, communicating with Jackie's daughter, who she doesn't speak to, who was putting personal family information out into the public, sending her daughter money and then talking about it. So Evelyn is not the one to be talking about somebody being in family business. Evelyn just doesn't like OG, and it's very clear that she doesn't, even though she's one of the ladies who doesn't have a reason not to. So Evelyn ends up saying that Cece called OG ugly. And Kristen seconded it because Kristen said that she has the receipts of Cece calling OG unattractive. So Evelyn wanted to see the text messages. So Kristen ended up pulling up the text message in her phone, and the text messages read that OG was unattractive. And this is Cece saying this about OG, that OG is unattractive. She dresses weird and she looks manly. That's what she was saying. And that annoyed me because it's like, why do you guys, out of all the ladies in the group, they only come for OG's looks? And that bothers me. Like, that doesn't look right. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't sound right. And they only come for OG when it comes to things like that. I also didn't like that they were saying that she's manly looking. I don't believe that OG is manly looking. OG does play football, but OG has a very nice body. She keeps in shape. The one critique I would give her is that I don't think that whoever does her makeup, I don't think that they do that good of a job with it. But that doesn't mean that she's unattractive just because you don't like the way she dresses, or you don't like they're being very it's really shady what they're doing to OG. It really, really is. Let me just say that. I think it's very shady. And I don't even know why Evelyn was laughing about Cece saying that OG looks manly, because Evelyn is not an ugly woman, but Evelyn looks strong in the face as well. Evelyn definitely looks strong in the face. Cece looks a little strong in the face. A few of the women on there look a little strong in the face, okay? And I can respect Kristen a little bit, even though I don't like Kristen. I can respect her for saying that she wants to put her drama with OG aside, because the drama with her isn't serious and she just wants to focus on the situation going on with Cece. I was bothered because Jen is actually friends with OG. Jen has no issues with OG, and I was bothered that Jennifer did not defend OG at that table when Evelyn was basically throwing shots at OG. I think even though you and Evelyn just made up, OG is your friend and has been your friend throughout this time that you and Evelyn have not been speaking. And so for you to just allow her to trash OG like that and you not defend her, that makes me side-eye Jennifer even more. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I didn't like that at all. The way that they were coming at OG. I think they're ganging up on her. And I didn't like, also, here's what I wanted to say. I didn't like that in the text messages, Cece was saying that OG dresses weird. And mind you have to keep in mind that these text messages were from last season after that pool party that OG threw, where OG was dressed in attire that is from her culture. And that bothered me that she was saying that she dressed weird, because that means you're coming at her cultural attire. I don't like that. That bothered me a lot. And this season's really pissing me off when it comes to this stuff. Now, Phoebe is practicing a performance because she is being showcased at some type of club to perform, and she believes that this is her one shot to get signed by a major company. So she ends up saying that she doesn't want to be known as a basketball player's baby mama. And it's just like, girl, if you didn't want to be known as a basketball player's baby mama, then why are you on a show that's all about being the wife or the ex-girlfriend or the ex-wife or the baby mama of a basketball player? That doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be on that show then. You should be over onto Love and Hip Hop instead of being on Basketball Wives. Her rapping is not good. It's not, I'm sorry. She has no energy. I don't think her song was that bad, but she has no energy at all. So I just don't think that the rap thing is a good idea for her. I think she's not gonna make it in the rap industry. Not trying to be mean or negative. That's just the way I feel about it. So she ends up FaceTiming Evelyn, and Evelyn tells her that she can't come to Phoebe's performance because she's going to be out of town. And then she goes and she asks Phoebe if all the ladies are invited, and Phoebe says that all the women are invited to her performance. And then obviously Evelyn, because she's obsessed with OG, she has to bring up OG and ask Phoebe if OG's invited. And Phoebe said that she doesn't want OG to be there because she doesn't need negativity. And it's like, girl, you brought negativity, because if you had the problem with the gag order comment that she asked you when you were first introduced to the group, you should have addressed it with her right then and there, and it probably would have been settled. But you waited all the way till now and did 10 tons of shady shit up until then, and now you're saying OG's bringing negativity to you? I don't even think OG knew up until they told her that she made a song about her that Phoebe even had a problem with her. But, you know, Phoebe's Evelyn's friend, so that's to be expected. So now Jackie and OG are working out together. I think OG was training Jackie, because Jackie was very heavily into getting into shape, I think a couple of seasons ago, and she kind of let herself go a little bit. So she's trying to get back on track with her health and getting her body together, which I am all for. I think that you should exercise regularly and you should try to eat right as much as possible throughout the week. Not saying you shouldn't have cheat days, but I do think that you should take your health seriously. So Tammy ends up showing up, and Tammy was not trying to work out, so they all sat down and they started talking about the San Diego trip. Now they tell Tammy about how Evelyn was jumping over tables and throwing drinks at Jen, and then literally the next day, her and Jennifer act like their friendship never missed a beat. And that's true. Jen and Evelyn are acting like they never really even had beef at all, which is weird to me. Jen's right back to being Evelyn's little minion, and that's annoying. So Tammy says that she's hurt by Jen and she has no interest in trying to work the friendship out with Jennifer, because Jennifer tried to put all the blame on Tammy last season about all the shit talking that was being done, specifically about Evelyn and Shaq supposedly hooking up with one another. So then they tell Tammy that a big situation happened between Phoebe and OG, because they tell how Phoebe made a song about OG wearing fake clothes. So Jackie tells them that she's not going to lie, that when she went shopping with the rest of the ladies, Phoebe said that the song was about OG, but when OG confronted her about it, she said that the song wasn't about her. So Tammy is mad, okay? Rightfully so, that Jackie did not defend OG when that whole situation was going down. If Jackie knew that that song was about OG, she should have said something and stepped in to defend OG in front of all those girls, instead of sitting there and letting her be attacked by those ladies. Because let's be real, they are making OG seem like the villain of this season, and she's absolutely not. She may be a little rough around the edges when it comes to certain things, but I do kind of like OG, because I feel like she comes straight to you. If she knows something, she'll confront you about it. She won't sit around and talk about it with the girls all day. She will confront you. And a lot of the girls are not like that on the show. So I am glad that Tammy is annoyed about Jackie not defending OG. Now, they asked Tammy if she's going to come to Phoebe's performance, and Tammy says she really doesn't want to go to it, but she's going to go just to defend OG because she knows that Jackie won't. And so I'm really glad that Tammy said she was going, because we all know Jackie's a little fake, so she's not going to defend OG at all. Now, Shaunie's son ended up passing his stress test because he had open heart surgery. So he passed his stress test, and he was able to get cleared to go back to the gym, and he got cleared to play basketball again, which is great. I'm not a mom, but I know it must be very difficult to watch your child go through such a extreme surgery like open heart surgery, and it must be hard to try to watch them get back to their normal activity. So it was really nice to see Shaunie's son get better, and I know he's going to be very successful in basketball because Shaq was, and I'm pretty sure Shaq gives his sons pointers on the game. So I'm pretty sure that all of his sons will be successful, his daughters as well. I think that Shaunie and Shaq's sons are very handsome, and I'm looking forward to see how their careers end up going. Tammy ends up going to a dance studio, and she's twerking, she's dancing because she's trying to learn how to be more sexy and sensual for her rapping alter ego, Tatiana Trill. So in order to get help in the sexy department, she asked Malaysia to come along and give her some pointers, because Malaysia has been a video vixen before, and so she knows how to work the camera and look sexy without looking sleazy at the same time. So Malaysia is showing her how to twerk, how to walk sexy, how to make, sexy facial expressions. She drops down and does a split, and Tammy stands there looking like, girl, I am not about to bust no split right now. If Tammy would have did a full split, they would have had to call the ambulance, cut the filming, and have a bunch of people help her ass up. So she didn't do a split. She did not even a half split. I don't know what you want to call that. But it was funny and it was lighthearted to see. So anyways, they ended up sitting down to talk about San Diego, and Malaysia just goes straight off and says she has no interest in making peace with Jen at all. And Tammy basically agrees with her because Tammy doesn't want to make peace with Jen either. So they didn't really talk about anything else. If they did, they probably cut it out because they probably just wanted to pinpoint the Jennifer situation in this particular scene. Cece ends up coming, but she ends up coming very late. And so when Tammy and Malaysia come and they see Jen, their whole vibe changes. You could literally feel the tension between Jen, Tammy, and Malaysia. Malaysia was moving further and further away from where Jennifer was at, which was funny and petty at the same time. But then Tammy is the queen of petty because Jen was sitting down in a seat and Tammy wanted to sit there, and Tammy's daughter was over there, so of course Tammy was going to want to sit with her kid. So she goes up to them and tells Jennifer she needs to move out her seat. Jennifer is a punk because Jennifer just got up and moved. I'd have been, I'm not getting up out of this seat. You want to sit down, you better make me move. Like, Jennifer be acting like a bitch sometimes. I'm just like, Jen, really? I know you want to keep it cute and classy, but when people are punking you off, you need to at least say something. You don't got to fight, but you need to at least say something. Open your mouth. Don't let them punk you like that. Tammy punked her out of her seat, and that was that. So OG ends up saying in her little interview that she doesn't respect Phoebe because when she confronted Phoebe about the song being about her, Phoebe denied that it was. And Phoebe obviously lied because she said it in the previous episode that the song was about OG wearing fake clothes. So OG ends up confronting her again. And she tells her that did she lie about the song being about her? And Phoebe lies once again and says that the rap wasn't about her. So OG says, well, I heard that the rap was about me. I heard you told all the ladies that it was about me. Jackie told me that you said it was about me. So here's where Jackie pissed me off because Phoebe goes, well, Jackie's here so she can go ahead and tell what she was saying because it wasn't true. So then Jackie goes, I got the impression that the song was about OG. And it's just like, no, that's not what you said when you went out with Tammy and OG. You said that she said the song was about OG. So why are you bitching out now because Phoebe's there? Tell her in front of her that she said that song was about OG. And see, that annoys me because, see, this is why you can't fully trust Jackie. You can't fully like Jackie. Even if you want to like Jackie, you can't because she does things like that. It's like, don't be fake. Say that she said it. And Phoebe is a pussy. Okay. And Phoebe is a liar because the song was about her. And I don't know why she's lying about it because when they go to the reunion, they're only going to show clips of her saying it was. So, I mean, she's dumb. So then Phoebe ends up saying that Cece's not OG's friend. And OG goes, oh yeah, Cece is my friend. Don't say stuff like that. And Phoebe was like, oh yeah, she's your friend. Well, there's receipts that she was talking crap about you. So Phoebe was like, so OG was like, well, let me see the receipts then if she was talking crap about me. So Cece ends up walking in right when this happened. What amazing timing Cece has. So Cece comes in and they go, oh girl, we was just talking about you. So Cece automatically has that defense face up. And OG goes, did you ever talk trash about me to any of the ladies here? So Cece, being a liar and a punk, goes, no, I never said anything about you to any of the ladies. Lying. So OG goes, well, Kristen says that she has receipts of you talking about me. So Kristen gets up and shows OG the text messages of Cece calling her unattractive, saying she looks manly, and saying that she dresses weird. And so OG goes, well, I have the messages are right here saying that you said this stuff about me. So are you going to own up to it or no? And Cece goes, well, if I did say those, she goes, if I did say those things about you, it was before I even knew you. As if that makes it any better. So you didn't know her yet, so you thought you should trash talk her? That makes no sense. Cece needs to learn how to own up to her shit. So anyways, it ends up being time for Phoebe's whack performance. And her performance was absolute trash. It was trash. Okay? She barely moved on stage. She was boring. She had no energy. And the only people that were really jamming to her song and performance was her friends that she had in the very front row. If any of the ladies tell her that she's great, they lied to her and they're not real friends, because Evelyn's a liar. Evelyn was on FaceTime with Phoebe and said that Phoebe's a superstar, but when she showed you guys her music video, Evelyn was one of the people who said that it wasn't that good. So, I mean, are you really her friend or no? Because real friends tell each other the truth about stuff. So, anyways, Kristen ends up going up to OG and telling her that she wants to squash the beef, that there's no reason for them to still be having problems with one another. And they kind of squashed their beef with one another, although they were throwing shade at each other while trying to squash the beef, which I thought was weird. But it's like, okay, if the beef is squashed, it's squashed. We'll see how long that lasts, though, because Kristen is very phony. Okay, she did that to Cece last season because she'll do anything to stay in the group. She wants to be liked by everybody, so she'll go with what the rest of the group is doing. That's what she did to Cece last season. So we'll see if her and OG end up getting along. I don't think so, though. So now Shaq and Shawnee end up going to dinner with all their children to celebrate their sons being able to play basketball again. And Shaq comes in there big as hell on a scooter riding into the restaurant. That was kind of funny. He sat down next to his son. He's over there telling his son to give him a kiss. He's just joking, but he's telling him to give him a kiss or whatever. So that was a funny little lighthearted scene. And then he's over there flirting with Shawnee. And I'm just like, he wants to be with Shawnee. He does. But it just came out that he's in a relationship with somebody else. And I think it's because Shawnee wasn't trying to get back together with him, because Shawnee likes the way their relationship is, them as friends and them being able to co-parent very well, which I like that the show does show them co-parenting very well. I think that's important for people to see, because not all the time are your relationships going to work. And if you have children while you're in those relationships, it's important for people to be able to see that you can work together and co-parent whether you're together or not. So I thought that was great. Shaq brought Shawnee some flowers. I thought that was sweet. He's showing his sons how to treat women, so that was nice to see. And he supports her in her business ventures and says that he's proud of her. So he's not one of those superstar men who don't want their women to accomplish anything and just want them to be up under them as a trophy wife. He actually wants to see Shawnee succeed. So I thought that was nice to see. And that concluded episode 8 of season 8 of Basketball Wives. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and this episode was very telling about who's fake and who's not. So I'm interested to see what happens in the next episode. In the next episode, I believe Jen spills the beans about Jackie talking about Malaysia's kids. So Jackie and Malaysia are about to get into it. So it's interesting, and I'm waiting to see what ends up happening. So until next time, let me know what you think down in the comment section about last night's episode, and don't forget to like this video.